Hi guys, I've just finished a simulator session in Hong Kong, obviously. The guys have just left, the students have just left, the guys I was training anyway. What I want to show you, I'll just put this visual back, is the pushback and what happens in the simulator. The simulator is not too bad, it simulates the pushback sequence quite well. And I want you to see what actually happens in the flight deck. Remember I showed you the pin that's put on the nose wheel, removed before flight. So that disconnects the hydraulics in the aeroplane so that it doesn't conflict with the steering. So that the tug can maneuver the aeroplane and turn it left, right as required. So I'm going to push back the aeroplane in a minute. I'll just take the parking brake off. Let's have a look. So I'm at the terminal here, Bay 109 in Haneda. That's where I am. So I'll just move up to 747-400. I'll just take the brakes off. And the brakes off are released there. I just press that. The brakes are off and the lever comes off here. Okay. So the brakes off, we've been clear to push back. So I'll just go back now to the instructor panel and go to pushback auto. In this case, there you go, pushback, and let's have a look. So the airplane's being pushed back, as you can see. So the airplane's being pushed back, and there's nothing we can do here in the cockpit now. It's all to do with the ground personnel that are controlling where the airplane turns, and eventually they'll tell us pushback complete, set the parking brake. So this is normally what we use to steer this here, but that's been disconnected with the little pin that I showed you, removed before flight. So I've got no hydraulics, so I couldn't turn the nose wheel even if I wanted to. Otherwise that would conflict with the tug driver and what the tug is trying to do. So that's why the pin goes in. So the tug driver has got full control. So we're pushing back. I see there's Singapore Airlines 777 there. See, now we're turning. See that? Look what happens. The tugs just turned the airplane. And there's BA 777 there as well. This is the passenger 747-400. That's why we can park at the normal gate we used to park in Haneda. So there it is. We're still in the pushback. And I'm waving at people there. Bye. That looks like United over there. Have a look. Yeah. Looks like United. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So here's the airplane still turning. And as it brings us around and makes us line up with the line, the tug driver will straighten up and this should go back to neutral. There it goes. And that's the tug doing that, that's the tug driver doing that. That's normally where the pilot would be doing it himself, but I've got no hydraulics until the driver says pushback complete. We set the parking brake, and then what will happen then is I'll say to him push park brake set. So he says, okay, we've stopped moving now. Ordinarily now, the tug, the person conducting the pushback would say, Captain, pushback complete, please set the parking brake. So I'll set the parking brake. I'll just move up forward. So parking brake is set by me depressing the pedals there, down, and pulling this lever here up, and releasing, and it comes up there and says park brake set. I then say on the radio to the guy downstairs, I say park brake set. He says Roger, and then I tell him start is complete, clear to disconnect, because during that pushback we would have been doing the start, but I had already started the engines before, just to show you the pushback sequence. So I've just told him now start complete, clear to disconnect. Roger, disconnecting, Captain, stand by. So once he's ready, he says, okay, Captain, disconnecting now, and hand signals on the left. Then I say, okay, hand signals on the left, thank you, see ya. And what hand signals on the left means is he's going to show me that remove before flight pin. so that I can taxi. I get the hydraulics back. Okay, so I've got to do that on the instructor panel now. So there we are. I really need somebody to help me here. Anyway, so here we are. Nozzle steering disconnect. I'll do that now and execute that. Okay, so let's see what happens outside. So I've just disconnected the tug. There's the tug. See that? There's the tug. And he's going away because I've told him. And the ground engineer, he said he's going to go to the left. So I expect a man to walk slowly off to the left. We always say this guy works for the union or something because he walks off very slowly. There he is. You see he's holding something in his hand, right? See that? He's holding that pin. And he should turn around. He's got a funny way of turning around, but watch this. There you go. There's the pin. That's the thumbs up. Cheers. So I show him the thumbs up, and then he's going to turn around and walk away. There you go. That was removed before flight pin. So that was that. Got it? That's what happens. That's the pushback sequence. And then we just have to do the before taxi checklist, and we're clear to go. Later.